G'day General Math students. In this video we're going to continue our study of the compound interest formula, but this time we need to do some algebraic manipulation, or in other words we need to rearrange the formula. If you have a read of this example, they're asking how much needs to be invested to amount to $2,500. Alright, so it's a bit like a savings goal, I suppose. How much do we need to put in at the beginning to get to a certain amount by the end? So this 2,500 is our future value, and the how much needs to be invested, well, that's the present value. What do we need to put in at the start? Alright, so we need to make the present value the subject of the equation. Let's have a go at it. So we're going to write down these values first, these variables. So future value, present value, I and N. So the future value is the 2,500. And we're trying to calculate the present value. We don't know that. You might want to pause the video at this stage and see if you can adjust I and N appropriately for this question. Then I'll have a go at it. Okay, so I, the interest rate per period. Over here, this 7%, so of course we need to divide that by 100, which gives us 0.07, and this is compounding twice a year, twice annually, so that means we divide it by 2. Now, the N value, this investment is going to be lasting for 3 years, and it compounds twice each year, so 3 by 2 gives 6 interest-bearing periods. So if we go and write down the formula, we want to make the present value the subject of the equation. Okay, so we want PV on its own. Now with these brackets and that power of N there, this looks like it might be a complex thing to do, a complex manipulation, but it's actually relatively simple. What we're going to do is take everything in these brackets, which is multiplying by PV on this side, and we're going to take it and divide it on the other side. So it's multiplying on this side, it does the opposite on the other side, which is divide. And then it'll go away from that side. So what we're left with is present value equals final value divided by 1 plus I to the N. And it's as simple as that. Now we can go ahead and substitute into the equation and then work it out on the calculator. So let's do it. So the final value is 2,500. over 1 plus 0.07 over 2 for our I value, and then that's to the power of 6. So if we put that into the calculator, we get, so using that fraction button there, 2,500 and then bracket 1 plus, okay, use the fraction button again. I like using that fraction button. You can, of course, work out what 0.07 over 2 is and put that in as well. And then to the power of 6. And so what we find is that this is how much we need to invest, $2,033.75. So that's what would need to go in at the beginning, $2,033.75. So that is our final answer. That would grow to $2,500 under these interest conditions. Okay, thanks for watching. Go ahead, check the description for the video. Try some of these questions that involve rearranging the compound interest formula.